Hello there.
The ending of last episode has the potential to send shockwaves throughout the Sopranos universe, ladies and gentlemen. What Tony B just did needs to be kept a secret, because if one rumor spreads out, you know what's going to happen with Johnny Sack. That could damage the relationship. Oh, man, with Tony and everything. It could be, hey, it's good for the viewer. It's going to be crazy drama to break down, analyze, have some fun with. But like I said, for the characters of the show, ooh, man, it's going to get juicy. What's going on, guys? My name is Elie Moses, a 24-year-old law and film student here for Sydney, Australia, absolutely shooting his shot. And today, we are up to episode 9 of The Sopranos, season 5. And I'm saying today, I'm recording it on the same day as I just did episode 8. In fact, immediately right after. This episode is titled Unidentified Black Males. Let's get into the reaction. Let's have some fun with this thing. Let's absolutely smash it. Let's go. Hey, the boys got the setup. The boys got the setup.
Oh, they've been sitting too long. The cheese is all sweaty.
This guy in the joint, crazy Rasta fuck, used to make grilled cheese on the radiator. He put the bread between 2 sheets of paper. Had a whole system.
Hey, he limping. He limping.
Night, fucking Irvington. 2 black guys jumped me outside a bar.
With half of them locked up making grilled cheese, you'd think there wouldn't be so many around to make trouble.
Should I melt another batch?
Nah, I'm good. I got dinner in the city. Back to Mission Viejo to surf or whatever.
Actually, I'm hoping to stay here in the city.
How's summer school going?
It sucks.
I did summer school once. You can still have fun.
Casa Carmela is looking at maximum security summer.
Casa Carmela, I like that. Maximum security summer for AJ.
Break, huh?
And it's needed.
For the record, she's the one holding this family together in this current situation and all.
He always talks positively about
Check,
Carmela
please.
around the kids.
The young man took care of it.
Finn? Oh, he did the bathroom break trick.
You paid the check?
I figured since you're always so, generous, I should reciprocate.
I like that,
You
Finn.
don't get your head handed to you.
Dad,
Let's get something straight. You eat, I pay.
Mr.
Now,
Soprano,
when you have your own family, you pay.
It's a nice gesture, but obviously...
Let's go.
the money.
It's Tony Soprano, man. You can't do that to him. You can't belittle him like that. You can't make him feel powerless, I guess. Like, oh, can't afford to pay for dinners and stuff like that.
All right, listen, I didn't mean to bite your head off in there.
no, it's fine. I didn't mean to overstep. I just wanted to say thank you.
You're a good guy. I respect you trying.
I respect that 100% from Finn. He's a good guy, man. That's class. That's class. Meadows found the keeper.
And then he fell asleep right after.
Ouch, ouch, ouch,
So
ouch.
was your father in a rush now or something?
No, said he was tired. To give you this and a kiss on the cheek.
No love golf. It was Joey Peeps. May he rest in peace.
Yeah, it's sad when they go young like that.
When they go? Come on, huh? Who's little Carmine behind it? Payback that whore he was fucking Lorraine Caluso.
You don't know that for sure, John.
Little Carmine knew how fond I was of this kid, Tony. I picked him out of the chorus. Schooled him those years. He was my driver.
It's not good. Not good for business at all.
Anything from your cop?
Some homeless fuck saw a guy limping away. And then he wasn't sure.
Limping. Limping. It's not good. Not good. Not good. Not good.
I'll tell
Composure.
you, I
Composure.
don't know how I'm gonna get through Joey's funeral. And forget about Ginny. Every Christmas, Joey'd send her a grandma's a Maine coffee cake. Whoa, what's wrong? You all right?
Back to Melfi. Back to Melfi.
No, it's this fucking weather, sudden changes. Fucks up your respiratory system. Come on.
Whoa, whoa.
I got you.
Get some electrolytes in him.
We got you. Come on, that's it. Good, good. That's it. That's it.
If I was Tony, I'd be feeling the same thing. Those thoughts going about Tony B, limping, stuff like
What
that.
I'm trying to illustrate is that, of course, no one wants all-out conflict. But historically, historical changes have come out of war.
Historically,
concerned, it's
historical
ignored.
changes have come
All
out
old
of war.
treaties and ways of doing things are null and void. The only thing Johnny understands is force.
But the fact is, though, we pissed on a bee's nest.
So what's the other option? Roll over?
We could have had a sit down.
Yes.
Other captains, maybe.
This isn't the UN, Angelo. I won't let what happened to my father happen to me.
God forgive me, but you may be a stronger man than your dad was.
The fundamental question is, will I be as effective as a boss like my dad was? And I will be. Even more so, but until I am, it's going to be hard to verify that I think I'll be more effective.
The man, the way he speaks.
Take it home, no economic relief. Besides, I wouldn't want to take away a job a minority could have. Just, it doesn't cool anything anyway. Leave it.
Yeah, I was about to say, is there no ACs here?
Why do we want to be in New York anyway?
It's supposed to be fun, remember? Summer before the big push of grad school.
You could go out to Jersey, sleep in comfort. Fuck it. It's roasting in here. It's 10:30. We can still get into a movie. What do you want to see?
I don't know, you say.
No, you.
Hey, every couple midlife problems, bro.
Hello?
Single for life, baby.
Me Neiman returning.
Oh, hi. Great, thank you. The reason I called, I gave your secretary the broad strokes.
You were in the middle of a separation. The original attorney retired.
Right, Bob Greenberg. At any rate, I'm thinking it's time I move forward with the divorce proceedings.
Miss Soprano, I'm afraid I'm going to have to cut you short. As far as handling it, I'm afraid I have to recuse myself.
What do you mean? Why?
Conflict of interest? Yo, the...
Your husband had been in to see me for a consultation last year.
My husband hired you?
No, but based on a prior meeting, the Code of Professional Responsibility precludes me from representing you because of that consultation.
But he met with Greenberg, too, and he was willing to represent me.
Well, Mr. Greenberg would have found himself in a bit of ethical soup had he actually moved forward.
Who was the one that told Tony at the end? Was it the guy purchasing the house? He's like, you could go see every lawyer in the state of New Jersey, just go see him do the rounds, and it'd be a conflict of interest. I think it was the guy who was buying the Whitecaps house off, was it?
See, I don't understand this. Why is my husband so picky? He talked to 7 or 8 of the top divorce attorneys in New Jersey.
Well, you could probably figure that maneuver out. I understand your frustration. If you like, I can recommend a colleague. Someone your husband hasn't contaminated.
Well, yeah, okay.
Contaminated. I love how the black bear, Tony, is just lurking there in the background, doing his things.
Splattered all over the seat.
Joe Peeps? Could have been too much to clean up. I heard the hooker he was with got it in the chest. Must have been silicone everywhere, too. Why you always try and top me? You took the air right out of my whole fucking punchline, asshole.
Anyway, Joey Peeps' mom's a widow. She's in a wheelchair. Johnny's taking care of the interment. That shit there. So I'm thinking we should pick up the headstone. Jason, get into it.
I'll call the marble guy.
Bit of respect. Bit of respect. Jason, I'll call the marble guy.
Don't you outside?
Okay, he's the talk I've been wanting to hear. Come on!
Give me 2.
What's up?
Turns out somebody got a look at the guy that did Joe Peeps. All they got so far, she's got a bad limp.
Huh. Long John Silver, maybe.
Where the fuck did you get the balls? I am bending over backwards trying to stay neutral.
Exactly.
Paying for fucking car seats. And you're out there acting like a fucking free agent.
Free agent.
Don't look at me like I'm a fucking jerk off. Because I'm sick of you leaning on this cousin thing and that bad hijack like you can do whatever the fuck it is you want to do. Because you went away that night and I didn't.
You're the one keeps bringing that up. I'm fine with it. First of all, for the record, I had nothing to do with this.
Don't fucking lie to me.
Even if I was, would you really want to know? That'd just be another problem for you with Johnny, right?
It already is a problem if he finds out. You don't want people getting the wrong assumptions.
And look, I know you're not earning what you expected, and you got the twins and Nancy. You're a capable guy.
Your mother let it slip one time. You got an IQ of 158.
She told you that?
It's the week you got tested. All the fucking nuns were raving about it.
A lot of good it did me.
I had high hopes when you got out.
Yeah?
Look, a guy like you, brains, balls. If you'd fucking be straight with me, I could use all that.
Put me in, coach.
The free agent wants to be signed up, but to a big club on big dollars.
All right, we got the casino on Bloomfield Avenue above the hardware store. Carlos guy was running it, but he just got diagnosed with the Hodgkins.
That's mine?
Yeah. A lot of fucking money there. And I'll see what I can do about getting you straightened out. Opening up the books for you.
But the thing is, you got to straighten out this thing. You got to straighten out this thing with Johnny Sack, because if like rumor spreads, if the wrong word gets caught out in the air, it's coming back to Tony.
Your problem business-wise. Put a very good piece of manpower to work. My cousin Tony.
You mentioned how close you two are.
You know, when we were kids, they used to call me Tony Uncle Johnny, and they call him Tony Uncle Al.
Right, yes. You told me all that.
Anyway, he's a very smart guy. He's got an IQ of 158.
You put a lot of stock into that number?
Why, you gonna tell me it's bullshit?
I love how with the therapy sessions with each episode, there seems to be a theme, or there seems to be a way with the camera work they decide to adopt with the therapy sessions in each episode. So in this episode, what I've noticed, and I remember the last time he talked with Melfi, there was like a beautiful wide long shot of the entire room, and it was just them two in the middle, and it was fantastic. It was perfect. I love that. I love utilizing the location, the room. You get a, I know it's a small therapy room, but you get a good sense of location, a good, sense of geography of the where they are in the room, how far they are from each other, how distant they are from one another. And in this episode thus far, it seems like they're only using the camera on. So if I walked into the room from when Tony was, they're only using the camera on the right-hand side of the room thus far. And I want to see if they decide to change it up. But it seems like in each episode, when they do the therapy scene, they're like, okay, this time we're going to shoot it from this side of the room. And then the next time we're going to use it from this side of the room. And they keep changing it up.
Because I took that test.
I feel like they wouldn't use both.
58. Well, they know a few things.
So we can
see, the camera remains on the right-hand side of Tony.
Honestly, I think he's smarter than you, the way you keep shitting on the test. I don't know Gabadots myself. This was a good move. Carmela and I slept together.
What was that like?
Nice. It's very erotic.
They even like the medium close-ups. They remain on the right-hand side of Tony's shoulder.
She wears. Poor thing was starved for it, honestly.
Yo, a couple of days ago, she was getting D from Mr. Wegler.
Did you discuss it?
Nah, I left before she woke up.
How come?
Because if she woke up and I was there, it would send mixed signals,
I'm not sure that's the best.
There's a business call.
Yeah. No. Tell him I got fax machines coming out of my ass.
And would you characterize the separation thus far as amicable?
It's barely civil. Yeah, there are moments when old habits kick in and feelings, but he is definitely not the person I want to spend the rest of my life with.
Fair enough. As for the assets, you've given me your tax returns and investments here?
The house is in my name, not the boat.
That's the Stugatz?
Yes. I'm a little concerned that the returns don't really reflect everything. There is other income. It's a lot more.
I used a forensic accountant to reconstruct his finances. In less than a week, he outlined 11 years of income. And we're talking coins.
Hey, you. Busy day?
I dropped off application at the Cineplex on Broadway.
Stop by my dad's. Looks like he got you a job working construction.
Construction? That's awesome.
It's in Jersey, though, so you'll have to take the PATH train.
Fine, no problem.
I was like, that's the easiest person to go to a job if you're struggling at the moment. Just, yeah, Meadow, ask Tony, he'll find him anything. Obviously, it's not the dental work he wants, but, like, fair enough.
The most I ever did, though, is, like, help my dad paint.
He said you don't need experience to be a laborer or something. He pays like $20 an hour.
Holy shit.
Hey, the boys.
How's that even possible?
He's gonna be with Vito on the Esplanade. They're gonna be doing jack all. They're gonna be sitting with Patsy and the boys. Oh no, he's in the background doing work. Oh.
You believe these fucking Blue Jays? Last inning I screamed so loud, my wife thought I was having a heart attack.
Why? What happened? Burrell got shelled. It was beautiful.
What are you, a Met fan?
Padres, actually.
Padres?
I'm from California.
I gotta go make my collection.
Stick with the Angels. Pods haven't had a team in 20 years.
What are you talking about? They were in the series in '98.
Yanks in 4. I was there.
All the boys are here. All the boys are here. What the heck?
Hey, Shaggy, grab a bucket and some lights off my tires.
Shaggy.
Dog shit all over by the end.
That's a good call. That's a good call.
You'll be picking up your teeth in another second.
Hey.
Petrolio, you need something to do?
Get fucking lost.
Who are you to dictate what Finn does? Come on, Paul. Leave Finn alone.
No, before it sets in the treads.
That's just Paulie abusing his power, man.
Oh, my check's come in yet?
I don't know. I didn't see the girl.
If she ain't got him, send the kid. Meadows' friend, when he's done with your car.
Who Meadow? What are you talking about?
Meadow Soprano. That's her boyfriend.
Uh-oh. Come back here, kid. Come back here, kid.
I can't find any Lysol.
Don't worry about it. Why didn't you tell me you were dating my niece? You take her someplace nice. Make sure you tell it's from Uncle Paul.
Nah, I'm done, man. Paulie is hilarious. That's Meadows' boy. Oh, shit. I didn't know Meadows' boyfriend. How you doing, man? Oh, my. Why didn't you tell me? Wait. Yo, he's a band. He's more bands. anything that could do harm with the boss. Nah.
That's really nice.
Hey, give me that shit.
The switch up.
Paulie!
The switch up. The switch
Get
up.
the hose.
Yo, Finn, you don't want to be involved like this, man.
Sorry, I'm late.
Oh, that's going down one of the most hilarious moments in the show as well thus far. There was one last in the episode with Fran when obviously what's his name Philly got into the car accident. He was all, Mister, are you okay? What the fuck did you just that one?
Not really.
Oh my god. Nah, I want to rewatch it. Please,
Hey,
sorry.
Nice.
Sorry.
What are you talking? Oh, my check's come in yet?
Paulie's a prick at times, but he's a treasure
Ain't
too,
got him,
man.
send the kid.
He's a diamond in the rough sometimes.
Who Meadow? What are you talking about?
Meadow Soprano. That's her boyfriend.
There he is.
I can't find any Lysol.
Don't worry about it. Why didn't you tell me you were dating my niece?
My niece,
Yeah.
Uncle Paulie.
You take her someplace nice. Make sure you tell it's from Uncle Paul.
Right.
That's really nice.
That's more than $20 an hour.
Paulie!
You gotta start realizing who these guys are, man.
Get the hose.
Yo, Shaggy was a great call, but he looks more like Freddie Prinze Jr. Wow, out,
Sorry, I'm
man.
late. You been waiting long?
Not really.
So, to what do I owe this pleasure?
I don't know if you're going to see it that way. I have asked you to lunch to tell you that I'm filing for divorce.
I hope you brought your appetite.
No, Adi.
Why don't you give us a minute? Oh, that's nice. Invite me to a public place so you can ambush me? You think I won't make a scene?
Spare me your outrage, Tony. Accept the fact that I am moving on with my life.
Moving on. That's what you were doing after the party last week?
I think you and I both know that didn't change anything.
Well, first of all, we're Italian. We don't believe in divorce. We believe in the nuclear family.
I had the same thing with my parents, man. I didn't believe in divorce until it happened.
Despite your best efforts, I have an attorney who is going to aggressively pursue my custody of AJ and also an equitable distribution of our assets.
Our assets?
I am through trying to get you to provide beyond the minimum I need to live.
Oh, so it's fucking money. That's all this is to you?
After all we've been through, is it so hard to own up to anything beyond that bullshit tax return?
No, Adi,
Stand over there.
Adi,
I'll
Adi.
call you when I'm ready.
Adi, just this. And in similar vein to the Melfi conversation this episode, the camera's also placed, if you're Tony Soprano, the camera's also been placed on the right-hand side here. It's almost as if, I don't know if it's like their better angle, but it's over the shoulder of Carmela on Tony's right side. It's placed on Tony's right side when it's doing the close-ups and things like that.
You want
See?
money?
It doesn't go from the left-hand
How about
shoulder.
my 40 grand you still out of the bird feeder? That should be plenty. You're such an investment genius.
You want this to get ugly, Tony? Because these guys live for that.
Oh, you think I don't?
See? On the right-hand side of the table only.
The only reason you have anything is because of my fucking sweat. And you know every step of the way exactly how it works. But you walk around that fucking mansion in your $500 shoes and your diamond rings. And you act like butter wouldn't melt in your mouth. And you don't want it to get ugly. Too late.
I want what I am entitled to.
You're entitled to shit.
That's not how the legal system works as
You ready
well.
to order?
I guess we get along.
No,
We're just
no.
different, you know?
Oh,
She
no.
zigs, I zag.
No, no.
That kind of thing.
What's her dad like? He's always flirting.
He's okay. Little intense sometimes.
Little intense.
You guys gonna get married or what?
Living together's the same thing.
I lived with a guy once, and trust me, it's not even close to being the same thing.
She Latina, yeah?
Why?
Cuz you could just pack up and leave whenever the shit hits the fan. Talk to married people. That ring, believe it or not, it's got this kind of like weird power.
So, what happened with you and this guy?
Phineas, me boy.
Hey.
Phineas.
It's actually just Finn.
So, the Cubbies gave your boys a shellacking last night.
Still early.
You know who he looks like? That guy from Aerosmith, Joe Perry. Your Boston sign?
Yeah.
All right. I see he's around.
All right.
He seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, they all are pretty much.
So you dating anybody now?
Oh, no. Finn, don't!
It's a lot of money for not much shirt.
Relax, I'll put it on my own card.
Yes, you're damn right you will.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'll ask your father. He stopped paying my credit card bills.
Daddy?
Hey, you wanted to be an independent
Chummy
woman.
in the pool that night.
You wanted to
Went
be.
home with Artie. They
You
helped
wanted
me
to be
clean
the
up.
prison warden.
What are you gonna do?
About what?
Life. I don't know.
What can I do?
Haven't you ever thought beyond being dependent on some man?
So simple for you, isn't it?
It's simple for everybody who isn't expecting things to be handed to them. Even Finn got a job working construction.
Good for Finn, then.
There are options in life. Isn't that what you always told me?
You have options. I have a lawyer.
Yeah, but like I find it interesting. Like, is that again down to the hypocritical argument of Carmela? Like, obviously, Tony is providing the minimum, whatever she is getting, the allowance. But why doesn't she go out and work a job? Why does she go out and try, and make some money for herself on top of the allowance that she's getting? Because she'll be getting more than the minimum then. Like, why hasn't she tried to pursue something than a job then, leech of others or go for Mr. Wegler or like, for instance, asking for Tony a little bit more, just creating more of a headache in that department? Like, why are you just sitting in the comfort of their own home? Is it because she got used to the benefits of the lifestyle with Tony and she just wants it to all to come to her easily without even having to do any hard work? Yeah, she's shown moments where she's like wanting to invest the money and things like that and secure her future. But like, I just feel like there's been nothing to show that she's gone out there, put herself out there. Okay, let me use my real estate license, for example. Let me try get a job. Let me try do something. Let me earn money for myself. Because she always talks about being independent. But at the same time, like, try and earn a little bit of money for yourself, then rather just rely on Tony's income. Like, he's already providing an allowance, which is enough, but you could have more than that if you go out and put yourself out. Ask your cousin Brian for help or something. Like, I don't know if I'm being wrong here in stating that, but yeah.
Saw this thing on Shark Teeth when I was little.
Hey, Phil. Glad to see you not exerting yourself in this heat.
Now he comes. As soon as the Jersey tomatoes are in season, you can't keep these New York guys away.
Fuck the tomatoes. I'll take the Scuddo. You know my brother Billy?
Yeah, what do you say, Bill?
Billy, how you doing? Hey, Felicia,
What?
this case of toner come in yet?
Yeah, it's in the trailer.
I'm gonna guess up. I'll be right back.
Should talk.
That skank I saw you with? This girl's fucking mustache, it must have been like kissing a fireman.
Well, you ought to know, sweetie.
What'd you say?
Nothing, what? We're just breaking balls. Finn, what time's that game tonight?
8 o'clock, I think.
I'm gonna take a piss. Do me a favor, huh? Hold this.
Oh!
I knew that was coming.
You're right. I'm sorry. I meant to hit you in the fucking mouth.
Hey, everyone was dissing each other there. Come on, man.
You okay?
It was blow for blow.
You made your point.
Felicia, one ambulance.
Use your own phone. I'm busy.
You've been sick all day. Why don't you take the day off?
What about him? One of these civilians calls the cops?
What? I think I seen a couple of niggas running that way.
Oh, yeah.
Unidentified black males, yeah.
You sure?
We did the same thing with Tony B.
Corvo? He's so sweet.
Sweet? He was like an animal.
Are you gonna eat?
I'm not hungry.
That's the
It's too
first
hot
time
anyway.
Finn has been
I
exposed to
told you
that
I was
life.
making dinner tonight.
You should have seen these guys. They were laughing. It was fucking sick. I mean, is this what you grew up with?
What are you talking about?
These people, your dad's friends.
I never saw one bit of violence growing up.
What about your dad's road rage? And didn't you tell me you had a boyfriend once who was killed, shot to death or something?
First of all, he was killed by drug dealers. African Americans, if that makes you feel any better.
Oh, sure.
Lord Jesus Christ will change our mortal bodies to be like his in glory, for he is risen, the firstborn from the dead. In sure and certain hope of the resurrection unto eternal life, through our Lord Jesus Christ, we commend to Almighty God our brother Joseph, and we commit his body to its resting place.
Peeps? It's a fucking nickname. Family name is Pepperelli. I gotta redo it.
Hey, they took care of the gravestone as well. That's an embarrassment.
He's dyslexic. What's that got to do with it?
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. The Lord bless him and keep him. The Lord make his face to shine upon him. The Lord lift up his countenance upon him and give him
That's
peace.
crazy. The orderers of the murderer at the own funeral. Oh. I wouldn't be surprised if a bust up happens here, man. But you can't. You gotta hold your composure. And the murderer himself is at the funeral too. The assassin.
You remember Mickey Farrell? Dock workers used to run Port Newark. Guess who we saw on the Upper West Side the other night? Your fucking cousin Tony.
So what does that mean?
The same night Joey bought it?
Would you flip your Maserati, hit your fucking head?
You two-faced fuck.
Oh, take it easy.
See?
You want to yell at somebody, the man you should be talking to is right over there.
The wrong word got out. The wrong word got out.
Fucking cocksucker. I should fucking kill him and his fucking wife and your cousin next.
All right, come on. Let's take a walk. Calm down. Come on.
You gotta keep Johnny Sack in check because, like they said, I feel like violence is the only answer with him. It's blood for blood. There's no more sit downs, I feel like. And if there is a sit down, it's gonna be blood at the sit down.
On that man. His father must be spinning.
You want my advice? You go out there, you shake his hand, and you put this fucking shit to bed.
Shake his hand? And he kisses the kid's mother?
That's the way it works, John. You know that.
Sure, that's why your cousin's here.
You are sincerely mistaken if you think me or my cousin had anything to do with any of this shit.
He was spotted 3 blocks away.
By Mickey Farrell. You're gonna bleed some drunken Irish fucking prick over me.
This Tony's gotta keep the peace here.
Have a drink.
I don't want a fucking drink.
Have one anyway.
Arguments can be made for both sides. You know, they lost Lorraine, and then they got back with Joey. Like Johnny Sack, like.
Good.
The guys in New Jersey should just mind their own business and watch New York kill each other. That's the best thing possible for the guys in New Jersey.
Maybe I'm wrong. But you haven't been yourself since the old man died. Lorraine Coluccio. And you sink this idiot's boat.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the boat too.
It's not the Johnny Sack I know.
I'm waiting for your explanation, Tony.
My cousin could not have been in the city that night because he was with me. We were looking for his daughter, John, because she fucking disappeared. We were upstate, Monticello. We'd heard Kelly had been living with some fucking crackhead up there. Matter of fact,
Cool way to
I'm gonna
spin
reach
it.
out to you.
Not a cool way to spin it, but
See if you could get some of your people on.
I swear on my mother, Tony, if I find out you're lying.
I'm sitting here humbling myself out of friendship to you, John.
gotta keep his cards close to his chest. You gotta play this cleverly, man. It's a fantastic conversation. I kind of like Johnny Sack in a way. I feel bad for him because little Carmine came out of nowhere and effed shit up. But he ain't gonna look at Tony B the same again. Like I told you, like one word spread. It's like what Christopher said in the Adriana episode, in Irregular Around the Margins. Like even though it didn't happen, it's just the thought of it that it did. And in this situation, it did happen. But even if you play it out as if it didn't happen, the thought is just always gonna be there, and you can't get rid of that thought, no matter how much you think you buried the hatchet. Like you can't. Tony just saved this man's life right there. Like legit, put it all out on the line for him.
Oh, there he is. 304 dentist survey.
Hey, how you doing?
Where you going? Come here.
You're low-key scared of you. A high-key scared of Eugene. That chair is empty
Okay,
too.
settle this. If they fought today, both in their prime, Ali or Tyson?
If you were laying a bet.
Jeez, I really don't know.
You don't know. It's an opinion.
To tell you the truth, after the other day, I really don't want to say the wrong thing.
You see? This kid's all right.
I should get back. Ramos will be on my ass.
Would you forget about Ramos, for Christ's sakes? I talked to him. How's it? We got the good donuts today.
I feel so bad for Finn, man. You know, he don't want to slip up. Notice when they talked about the Gomars and stuff, Vito didn't chime in.
You got any idea the money in that casino? And to give it to Tony B? Guy's back on the street 2 minutes. Gets a fucking promotion. Did you even go to the fucking store?
They're in the freezer like you like.
Now he's talking about getting them made, Tony B.
Really?
Guy gets out of jail, suddenly I'm dog shit in Tony's eye.
Chrissy.
It's true. Ever since I cleaned up, no matter what he says, Tony don't believe a person can change. And this asshole went to his shrink.
Maybe he thinks you're working too hard.
Brother,
North Carolina plus all that other stuff.
You went with a gun to the Bing.
Adrian, I'm not a fucking retard. Show me some shit with him.
You've slipped up a bit and you've got knocked down. You need to build your way back up. There's a long road to build your way back up. That's just my opinion. I feel like he slipped up too many times. We could make a list. Do you want to talk about the conversation with Johnny Sack when he told him to be quiet and then he, butted in and stuffed that whole situation up? Obviously, the drug problem, him going away, the right thing. He got the right rehab, fair enough. You cleaned yourself, but then again, at the bada bing with the whole Adriana thing, come on, man. Like,
Side deals, secret promises.
you've been
He's
knocked a
always
few
got an
points. You
agenda.
got to earn them back.
What happened to not sweating the small stuff, huh?
All I know is I used to be #1 cousin. Now I'm being eased aside.
Your whole attitude in general. While we're at it, kindly remember what we said about interrupting to ask for things while I'm on the telephone.
Okay, Mom.
Hello?
It's me.
Hi, what's up?
Oh, okay. Some information here.
At this point, it doesn't even pay to go home. Maybe I'll just crash at work. Felicia told me where she keeps the key to the trailer.
Felicia told him.
Hey, you better not be cheating. You better not be cheating on Meadow with Felicia. Don't do a Jackie Jr. here. Please. Vito! Vito! Oh my gosh. Vito, Vito, Vito. You just had to pop your head out. Hey, Vito. Vito. Oh my gosh. Yo, Finn being in the wrong place at the wrong time this whole episode. Oh my gosh. Hey, each to their own. But Vito, my guy, if that gets out. Whew.
And I sound like a racehorse pissing in there.
Hey, how's it going?
He the most.
You know, I never asked you what your last name is.
I told you, this guy has permanent dead silence. He pops up anywhere and everywhere.
It's Detrolio.
Finn Detrolio, my arch nemesis. You enjoying yourself here?
It's all right.
I keep telling you, you shouldn't work so hard. Long hours, this fucking heat. Plus, you came in so early today.
I just do what the job is.
Good. You're strong. That helps. You know you can call me Vito.
Yeah, I know.
So say it. Let me hear you say, "What's up, Vito?"
What's up, Vito?
Not much, Finn. Except I got a little surprise for you.
Don't.
2 tickets to see your Padres take a beating from the Yanks tonight.
Shit.
Third baseline. Plus, it's bat night.
That's really nice, Vito, but I don't know if I can.
Don't pull that all shuck shit with me. You're fucking going.
That passive aggressiveness right there.
Tonight. 7 sharp. And I don't like to miss the national anthem.
I saw him blowing some security guard in the parking lot.
When? What are you talking about?
This morning, I showed up early. I didn't want to say anything, but I'm really afraid of this guy.
Vito Spatafori is a married man, Finn. I seriously
Hey,
doubt he wants to kill
everybody got their
He
secrets.
wants to fuck me and then kill me.
Wait a minute, is that why you got out the suitcase?
I am not going back to the site.
Do you have any idea the strings my father pulled to get you that job and you just fucking quit? I'm gonna hear so much bullshit.
So it's all about you, right?
Is that all you can say whenever it's anything to do with my feelings? So you're going back to Mission Viejo?
I didn't say that.
Why don't you just admit it?
Meadow.
The whole thing, the fight, the stuff with Vito, it's really about you not wanting to commit.
No.
Right here, we fucking live together.
But you got out a suitcase.
It's my process, okay? Look, you never can tell.
Your process?
About anything, the future. I was thinking out loud. Well, not out loud, but in the action of getting out the suitcase, I was thinking.
Thinking of leaving.
No. Well, yes, but I'm still here. I didn't go.
Fuck you.
Right,
No,
right,
Meadow.
fuck me. There was no abundant intentionality in me getting out the suitcase.
I could leave too, you know. My friend Hunter's in Montreal.
Do I know? With the French roommate guy who was all over your ass the time that we visited, you don't think you keep mentioning him every 24 hours at a minimum?
Because he's thinking of becoming an oral surgeon. And you might have had a new friend if you hadn't been so obnoxious to him at the club.
Can we just stop fighting?
You got out a suitcase.
I'll put it back, okay?
I feel so bad for Finn here, and at the same time, arguments can be made for and against with Meta, but I don't think she understands how tormented the kid is. You know, she's grown up in that lifestyle, and she's had like so many years of her life to sort of deal with those circumstances. Obviously, maybe Meta has not been exposed to those circumstances, but she's aware of what's going on, and she's sort of come to terms with it, and you know, made peace with it. I feel like, but Finn, obviously, he's a normal civilian. He just got a guy get absolutely beat up and smashed across the face with a glass bottle, and he's scared of what these guys are capable of. The kid is tormented, like, and then you see, obviously, what happened with the Vito situation. Obviously, he's going to be scared for his life after knowing a secret or like finding out about a secret like that, because he knows what the guys are capable of. He knows their tempers. He knows they can flip the switch like that with a simple joke. And lo and behold, Maron, he knows a joke like that, or not a joke like that. He knows a secret like that. Of course, he's going to be fearing for his life. Look at Vito just for the game. Hey, don't go in and miss the national anthem. Is that security footage of the night? Oh, okay.
So it's not about us, but suddenly you're talking about options.
Don't paraphrase what I said. I said this point in our lives is a transition period forced on us by external events. School is over for me, and next year for you. These are difficult choices. What? You'd rather not have choices? Thank God for choices.
Stop your bullshit! It's really simple. Are we going to stay together or not?
If you want.
That's not what I asked.
I said I did.
And then you said, how are we going to keep it together through 4 years of dental school for you and probably med school for me?
Well, it's a good question.
But why ask it now, tonight of all times? Are you asleep?
No.
The man's exhausted.
And now you're gonna lie like you did about the suitcase.
I did not lie about the suitcase.
Then what do you call it?
I don't know. I explained it. Jesus, you should quit the law center. You're like a prosecutor at 4 in the morning. I can't think.
How can you sleep when we're in the middle of this?
In the middle of what? All I said was I didn't want to go back to the job site, and maybe I should go home until this thing with Vito blows over.
But you didn't ask me to come. You went right to the closet and got out your suitcase.
Jesus Christ.
I don't want a girlfriend. I don't want a girlfriend. I don't want. I want a girlfriend, man. Like, I want your guys' opinions on this scene here. I think it was fantastically acted out, and again, is a testament to how The Sopranos deals with conversations throughout the entire series. You know, not relying on traditional score music, and it was well acted out. But I don't know if I'm wrong here in calling out Meadow for being a hypocrite, because whenever it comes to, you know, defending her family's honor, she would defend her family religiously, and I don't know, is a bit naive about what her family does, or chooses when to be naive and chooses when to be, you know, forward about it, because she uses the same excuse about Jackie Jr. being jumped by some black guys. Tony B used it this episode about Tony B uses it at the beginning of this episode about the Joey situation, and Tony used it even when he was talking to Tony B from memory about the night Tony B got put away, in my opinion. And obviously this episode is called Unidentified Blackmailers, because they seem to be the stigma. They seem to be the excuse for everything here. But like, I don't know if I'm wrong in calling out Meadow, and I feel like, yeah, I've said time and time again, she's going down the right path, and she could easily do a Barbara and stay away from the life and, you know, come when need be. But I just feel like she gets caught up in it, being the daughter of a mobster, and she's perfect at, you know, defending it and hiding it. She does do that. But I just feel like, I don't know if in this scene here, she made it all about herself when not tending to the needs of Finn, because Finn is scared for his life. And I understand Finn's situation here, because he could possibly get killed or R-word by Vito here, knowing what Vito's intentions are. And like I said before, he knows what he's been exposed to what these guys are capable of. So obviously, he'd be paranoid in this situation. He'd want to explore these options, there are plenty of options for them. But I just feel sorry for Finn in this situation. At the same time, I see where Meadow's coming from in terms of, like, you know, the relationship side of things. But yeah, it's just, what are they in this show, 2019? These are big issues they're trying to deal with, and I can see how for people in their early teens to be dealing with these problems are gonna in their early 20s or late teens to be struggling with these type of problems, because they're massive problems. Look how many choices they have, look how many options they have, and obviously it's going to be hard to come to one conclusion as to what they want to do. But I think Meadows completely ignored the glaring fact here about what's happening with Finn. Like, my guy is scared for his life, and yeah, obviously she took the suitcase and saw it, and I guess blew that out of proportion. I'm not sure. Like, I don't know,
Look,
man.
just stop crying, okay?
The man's scared for his life. Like,
Why don't we just get married?
yo,
Let's get engaged.
that's a massive proposition.
Really? Why are you saying that now?
I can't think. It's too late. It's just something I feel very strongly.
Whoa.
But I was going to hear from you. I never got your statement.
Whoa. Whoa,
Actually,
whoa.
that's why I called. We hit a bit of a snag.
I feel like that doesn't solve all the... Remember, Finn was having that conversation with Felicia in the episode about how much that ring means and what comes with it.
What kind of snag?
Well, I put a call into Phil Cantor a few days ago, the forensic accountant.
The one with the vending machines.
But then I didn't hear back from him. Suddenly he called and said he wasn't interested. So I called another accountant.
And?
Frankly, when he heard your husband was the defendant, he demurred as well.
He don't want any
What
involvement.
does this mean? You don't want the case?
Well, as my partners reminded me, I do have a full caseload already. I probably should have mentioned.
They afraid. They afraid. Hey, look who you're married to, man. You're gonna make this the hardest case possible. You need to get a divorce lawyer from Australia or something to sort this out.
And you were feeling so positive.
I woke up this morning, the depression just washed over me.
See? And then in the next time he's confronting with Melfi, the camera's on the left-hand side of the room.
You aren't dissolving a 20-year marriage.
It's not my fucking goddamn marriage, okay?
I feel like it's just a
I had
different
another panic
perspective.
attack.
A different perspective of the office each time he discusses Melfi. Okay, this time I'm gonna have the camera on this side of the room, and then this conversation gonna be on the other side of the room. I like that. I like that change up.
And I thought I had this shit beat.
What happened?
Playing golf with a friend of mine, and he was talking about this young guy he knew who passed away, and I guess I became overcome with emotion because they had to help me off the tee.
I love that corner shot. I love it. I love it.
It's not the first time it's happened recently.
I wish you had told me.
You know, I wish you'd cured it.
When the attacks first reappeared, what was going on in your life?
You had just rebuffed my affections.
When you actually passed out, were you thinking about me,
I walked
or...?
into my house, and the cleaning girl was crying on the phone about her cousin who went off the road at a Mexican bus wreck or something. And I remember just feeling inside like I wanted to fucking choke her, because there was always something with her. Next thing I know, boom.
When did it next happen?
My cousin Tony was up at the house. He went to borrow some tools, and they weren't there. I was inside talking to Carmela and started to feel that, that it passed.
Your cousin was at your house.
Yeah,
Tony, uncle, whatever.
Uncle Al.
And your maid was crying about her cousin.
The other day at the golf course,
Tony B.
my
It's Tony
cousin
B.
entered into that too.
In what way?
He hurt his foot.
You were so concerned about your cousin's foot, you collapsed on the golf course.
I worry about him.
He's a grown man, isn't he?
Is it because of the past and what happened when he got put away?
Danger of losing the foot, or...?
Fuck his foot. It's not his foot. Forget the foot. I worry about him. He's right out of fucking jail, okay? Look. The reason he went to prison is he got pinched hijacking a truckload of Betamaxes in '86. And they hooked him up with a RICO, and he got 17 years. And I was supposed to be there the night of the jacking.
I see.
Oh, you see.
Oh, you see.
Why didn't you go?
I was jumped by a bunch of Molignans. They were trying to take my shoes. I fought them off, but they cut my fucking head open. The fucking jigaboo cock-sucking motherfuckers.
Okay, forget that. Your cousin went to prison. That's tremendous guilt to carry.
He went to Nam, I was 4F. And that's the way our friends look at it.
And that's why you favored Tony Uncle Al.
In those 17 years, I did so good. He lost his wife, his daughter.
No wonder you're having anxiety attacks.
There's so much baggage that comes with Tony B.
Maybe if you came clean with him.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Anthony?
All right, the night he got pinched, I had a fucking panic attack, all right? From my mother, goddammit. I didn't even know what it was then.
All right, just relax. Focus on your breathing. Slowly.
It's not that, I just need some fucking Beano or something.
No, just please focus. I've got my medical bag in case.
Black guys. My ass. I had a fight with my mother and I had a fucking panic attack.
Okay, forget that for now.
At least he coming clean. To the audience as well.
Carmela was supposed to come over with some fucking yarn for some booties my mother was making Meadow. She was late. Oh, what the fuck? Why go into it?
Close your eyes. Focus on your breathing.
At least he's coming to terms with it.
I said to her, Carmela loves you. You know, you gotta understand, she's got a 3-month-old. And she kept going, and I started screaming at her. So I left. I walked out the door, went over to the car, opened the door, boom. Cut my fucking head open.
And your cousin doesn't know this.
No, I lied. What am I gonna tell him? What am I gonna tell all of them? I had a fight with my mother, and I fainted. That's why I missed the job.
One of the best scenes in the show. One of the best scenes in the show.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That's a lot to get off your chest.
I thought I was smart, and that's why I bumped him up and protect him.
But you could be making a mistake like that.
Turns out I'm just a fucking robot to my own pussy-ass weakness.
He's also a capable person. You okay?
You know, sometimes what happens in here is like taking a shit.
Yes, okay. Although I preferred to...
Just gotta let it out.
More like childbirth.
You gotta let it out.
It's like taking a shit.
That was such a fantastic... The acting from James Gandolfini right there. The head movements, the breathing, everything. Absolutely fantastic. The line delivery. Yo, Carmela might just have to come to terms with this divorce gonna be the hardest divorce possible. Maybe I can't get a divorce. So did Tony B, like, he lost his wife, but did he lose Kelly and Tony hasn't told him that and he thinks she's gone away?
I'm engaged.
What?
Finn proposed. We're getting married.
Are you sure? I mean, that's wonderful, honey. I'm just so surprised. He's gonna finish dental school, though, right?
We're both finishing school. We're not getting married till we have our degree.
This is so exciting.
Can't wait for you to meet his parents.
Well, we'll have to have a party.
He's using his graduation present to buy me a ring.
That is so sweet.
Big up, Finn. He scored an 11 out of 10.
Oh my God, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah.
The little ducky in the pool. Yeah, the juxtaposition right there. Obviously, the young daughter getting married, and then the divorce. You know, treading a fine line as well. At least you're not marrying a mobster. At least you're not marrying or like the son of a mobster. Hey, Finn seems like a genuinely good guy, and I hope Meadow goes down the Barbara lifestyle. Okay, I hope she goes down the Barbara lifestyle. And who knows? Tony can use his connections, I don't know, in some of the medical places, hopefully to link up with a dentist for Finn. You never know. You never know. You never know. But I feel like no matter how far you try and distance yourself from that lifestyle, there's always that little ounce, or like there's always that little slim hope, or not hope, there's always that little slim chance that you would somehow get involved in it. Look at Brian, for example. Look at Brian, my guy, Carmela's cousin. Comes in once for a little consultation at the household. Starts coming for more consultations. Ends up at the bada bing. Like, come on, man. Like, Finn marrying Meadow Soprano, there's a bit of baggage that comes with that. And the name Soprano. Let's just hope Meadow does a Barbara, but we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, I wasn't afraid to call out Meadow this episode. And I feel like rightfully so. I don't know if you guys agree with me calling her out a little bit on that whole Finn situation, because I understand where Finn's totally coming from. I mean, my guy's just trying to earn the bag on the job site. Then he thought he had some cool people to interact with, but look what happens. Look what happened with Eugene, and then look what happened with Vito. Like, he's rightfully in the right. He's rightfully scared of these guys, in my opinion. But another fantastic episode, and Tony cleaning up for Tony B, and promoting Tony B in the same episode could have disastrous consequences, in my opinion. He's established Tony B, but I don't know if the casino sort of gig is going to be enough. Maybe Tony B could get a bigger head in his position and start to do things on his own accord. He's already did it once, and I don't know. I feel like Tony sometimes fails to recognize. I don't know. I just feel like those who are blood related to him, or those who are family related to him, he gives more chances than other individuals. He get whacked for far off less. And that's one of probably Tony's mistakes. One of his errors is failing to, pull the pin when needed, I guess, or pull the plug when needed on giving these individuals more chances than they should have potentially. So yeah. Interesting episode. It was a fantastic episode, and Tony laying it out on the floor all to Melfi about what happened that night was absolutely fantastic. One of the best scenes in the series. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. As always, been your buddy Moses. Take care. God bless. Peace.